loving for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
Green 18, run right!
Jim. Check.
Run.
Check hot route. Hot. Check three. Kill. Turn up.
Run right. Good begin.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, it's Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check 30. Hey, orbit.
What we got? 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Rodgers now throwing again. Drops it to Jones in the flat. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
X3.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey, take 26. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. 55.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
I'm going to come back to you.
Hey, 88, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, 2. Boxing.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Look, squeeze. Get it.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Bravo. Yep.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. Johnson jostles free. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Fair. 6-6, pull it high. Yes.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. On 3rd down, Johnson, and he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Check 55 to Mike. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Hey, Alpha.
Check Mike.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Topper!
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Check. Switch. Check 37. Motion.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Kill. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Tighten up.
Hey, check 26. Pilot, 64, weak.
SOS.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Let's get in now. We are going. Check 25.
Now Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Inside.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. And this one is right through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Preston Smith there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll run it with Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
They run. It's Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Ty Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. The point after is good. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
You're not ready. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 47. He's at the 30.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
He's crazy.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Hey. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. Watch twist. 80 weapon.
looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, where y'all going? 55's my guy, 55. You rush.
They'll run it with Jones.
Rush in.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, but guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
26.
Now on 2nd and 16. Rodgers into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Haywood.
Throwing is Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal.
Right there in the middle, 55. Let's go. Get 300. Get 300. Hey, who we got? Check, 50. Box it. Hey, we're going to get it.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Check 25. Check 25. Check 24. Check 24. Back. Hey, 88. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 49. Check 49.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
55's my guy, 55. Go. Go. Shoot.
Hey, flag.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
And they try to sweep to Jones. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
X3, 218, chop.
Pass it.
Back north.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Kahale Waring, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Switch.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
88.
Sponge. No.
Back north.
You go tight. You got tight. Jim.
Again, it's Jones. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. they go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Got it? Look at me. Go.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Get in the weight room. Switch.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Squeeze. 18, Gator. 5.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Detroit, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take...
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out.